Welcome back to the Late to Chess podcast. Guess who's back? We've got a guest host, Dr. Pop Up.
Back.
That's right. Like a bad penny.
That's it. You cannot get rid of me.
Nope. Nope. Try as we might.
Yep.
Sir, you know, I was going through a potential list of a few things that we could talk about. And I got to one, and you're like, nope, that's it. We're doing this one.
Yes.
So, chess is a weird game in that it's fun, it's frustrating, but it continues. And I've played a lot of sports and I've played a lot of games. I love games. I love sports. It's one of the most frustrating things to me in that my nerves are actually affected by playing this game. And for me, it's weird. I get more nervous playing online than I do playing over the board.
Absolutely. Me too. I used to I played sports too, and one of the sports that I played best was tennis.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember that when I'd be close to winning, that I could feel my arm shaking,
Mm-hmm.
worried about double faulting, trying to finish, right? Trying to
Right.
finish the match. If I lost or if I was losing, nah, I mean, the nerves weren't there, but in trying to win, which I thought was interesting, the winning of it, and when you're so close, the
Yeah.
nerves.
Yeah.
And so, and I hadn't experienced that in a long time, and I talk a lot, like I said, for a living. I'm not really nervous about that, to where I'm, shaking or anything. But if
Right.
I'm playing chess online and time's ticking and I feel like I'm close, I can see it. My hand is just shaking like,
Oh, I thought it was just a vibrator in my mouse. I thought that was,
no, no, no,
oh,
no,
okay.
no,
Maybe I
no,
was
no.
mistaken. Yeah.
You were my friend. I'm just like, oh my goodness. And I mean, I think we've talked about it that to make like this move for checkmate, for example,
Mm-hmm.
I literally move my, the cursor all the way around
Mm-hmm.
the board online to the point where I'm going to go to click so I don't misclick.
I've never misclicked playing chess. Oh, wait.
I don't want to say anything, I don't want to cast aspersions, as they say, but I'm so, but and online, when it's, especially if it's the classical, a lot of times if I'm playing a blitz game, you're not, you boom, boom, boom kind of thing. But classical chess online, I am, um, just a nervous wreck when I'm trying to thinking I'm okay. I've got a shot here, but over the board, not at all.
Better. You know, I mean, I'm not saying I'm not like nervous there. See, the other thing is it nerves, like nervous, or is it excitement? I haven't figured that out yet because the solutions would be different.
For me, I think over the board is excitement.
Hmm.
Like for me, over the board, whether something's happened, it's
And
either it's like it's an excitement and but I also sometimes I feel surprised, like, oh, I did not, I'm like Ron Burgundy
hmm.
from the movie. I'm like, oh, I did not see that coming, or
Yes.
that escalated quickly. Right. So
Did not think we
I,
are going to be doing the Ron
yeah,
Burgundy today, but okay.
you have to. I love Ron Burgundy. And so I, to me, I love that. It's just like, when you play sports, when you're in the midst of that confrontation, that
Hmm.
conflict, whatever that sport is, that's what you live for.
Right.
You can cry after or celebrate, like, but in the midst there, that kind of nervous excitement.
Right.
Yeah. But online, for some reason,
It's weird.
I wonder what that is. I wonder what the psychology behind that is.
Well, I told you what my solution was because you know I have a proclivity to play a little fast, think a little
Mm.
fast, talk a little fast, play a little fast. Maybe that's why I race cars on the side. Maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Um, I told you what my solution was to the reflex move, right? Remember?
No, no.
I take my mouse after I move and
Oh,
I put
okay.
it all the way on the other side of the table. Like my hand is nowhere near my mouse. My mouse is
Right,
in a different time zone. So I
right,
can't just click. I have to like go to my mouse and bring it
right,
back. And it was the only thing I found that worked because I would just sit there and go click and I'd be like, oh, that was a terrible move. Because I am at least 400 or 500 elo better after I make the move than I was before I made the move. Because right after I make the move, I see everything.
right, right,
But before I
right.
hit click, man, I'm at least 400 or 500 elo lower.
Right. Well, I wonder too if that is about, again, what Jesse talks about and shamed you today about. It's
Again.
again, right? The whole time thing is that if you, I think it's like any kind of rhythm you get into, that if you get in this rhythm of playing quick,
Hmm.
that yeah, even if you I think if you get in that rhythm, that yeah, you can press the that mouse quickly,
Hmm.
for the move, even though that's really not what you wanted to do,
Nope.
but it's just like, you get used to that like anything else. And so, it's just like, so I'm used to playing slow, which is a problem. I've taken a long time, and
Yeah.
I've had some serious
You're
time
not too
trouble.
slow though. You're just slow.
There are a couple games where I won two games, one with 5 seconds and one with 2 seconds.
See, not too slow.
Oh my goodness. I was just like, oh my goodness. Um, but I think that if the slower you do play, you just get into that rhythm.
Hmm.
But not everybody, even the people that play slow though, or play classical, time.
Hmm.
I mean, I get yelled at by on the computer, um, by the opponent about to play faster,
I just
even in
mute
a
them.
yeah. Yeah, that
I,
which is again another topic maybe for another day is that I'd like for us to talk about is chess etiquette in person and online. I think that might be
amazingly
something good
enough,
to
it
do.
ends up on my list.
It's great. But anyways, back to the nerves. Yeah, I don't know what the psychology is of that. Why? I mean, maybe it is because we know that we can misclick, but you can do that too, right? Because we blunder by accident
Yeah.
over the board too.
Not the same frequency though.
Okay,
I
okay,
don't
maybe
think.
not.
I mean, at least my games.
Yeah, maybe not. Um, or maybe it's we feel more confident over the board in our moves when we make our moves.
You know what I want to do? I got one of those e-boards for Father's Day.
Well, yeah. What's an e-board?
It's a chessboard with pieces that it's got a computer in it, and I can actually
Uh,
I could play online with real pieces, and it
okay.
can
Okay.
it can
Cool.
connect. I'm gonna try. I never tried though, because I was always worried it would miscollect, pieces, movements, and
Oh,
then
okay.
or there'd be some delay, and then I'd lose a game. God forbid I ever lose a game on time. But it's
Mm.
happened only one time ever. Maybe I go too fast. But maybe I'll try that and see if it's the movement of the pieces, like the physical nature, tactile.
Yeah, I think that has something to do with it. We do have touch move, obviously, but you've thought about where you're going to move, and then you pick it up, and even if the funny part is you don't necessarily even have to make that move. You just got to move that piece,
Yeah.
kind of thing. Where in a computer, that when you do that, you go, oh, I'm going to bring that back. I'm not going to, before you click, but you can, if it's a long way away and you're coming back, you can loosen your grip either on the mouse
Yeah.
and it'll just drop that move right there.
Hmm.
You have less, which is interesting too. We have less control on the computer than we do in person.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd be curious if anybody has a good solution for the online nerves because it's really it can't be good for our game. You know, I can't think of a positive aspect that could improve our game. So it should be something we try to eliminate, I think.
right. Because I think that another sports adage, right, is um, are you are you playing to win? Or how do they say it? You can't be afraid to lose
Right.
is the thing, and I think that might be part of it too. That
Could be.
especially if you're playing a long game,
See,
that you
you mentioned you did this in tennis. I never did this in sports because
really.
it never bothered me. I don't know. Philosophically, I always did everything I possibly could. I'm not saying other people don't. I did everything I possibly could, and if you beat me, great. If I lose, I hated it. But if somebody's like I've raced track against very good people, like Olympians, future
Mhm.
Olympians. They weren't Olympians when we were in high school, right?
Right.
I guess they could have been, but they weren't. And there's no way I'm going to beat them. I it's just not happening. They're a different species, you know. So they beat me. Cool. But if I like lost or dropped a baton in a relay or hit a, let in a stupid goal in soccer or didn't make an easy play or a play that I should easily make in volleyball or pick the sport, those would drive me crazy. But if somebody just beat me, like if we played against somebody who played in the Olympics in volleyball and they just crushed me, okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine.
I
I had
mean,
fun playing. I was
yeah,
never
I was
nervous.
I was the same way. I mean, I played soccer too. That was my other sport, and you know, I had this confidence, but how do I want to put it? Like for example, I'm not this. There's one tournament. Now I sound like Sam Shanklin about the demons that will I keep
I'll
exercise,
live with this
but
forever.
forever will go to my grave. But I remember playing this tennis tournament. I wasn't even seated in this tournament, and I beat in the first three rounds. I beat the top three seeds.
Hmm.
So fourth round, I'm playing this person who what we would call in the old days a moonballer.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and a drove, and where the other guys they knew tennis. It's kind of like when you play chess, you know the people that know, right? There
Hmm.
was no quirky moves kind of thing,
Nope.
and so they played chess straightforward, and they were better than you didn't. But for whatever reason, I beat these three dudes. So playing this guy, and I beat them in straight sets too, which is another thing. So I'm playing this dude, this moonballer. My coach is there, right? And at one point, I looked over him, and he's just like this because I was
Hands over to
so
face for the
afraid
home game players.
because I want to. I thought, oh, I'm gonna crush this guy, so I'll make it to the final, right? I played three sets. They all were tie breaks, and I barely got out alive. And I was never so scared in my life playing a sport
Hmm.
in that third set that if I lose, because I felt like I was losing
Right.
to that person, right?
Yep.
And I'm like, and I could feel myself. Oh shit! My coach literally had to leave. He left and went inside to the inside because he was. He goes, and afterwards we talked about it. We talked about it, and he said, "What?" He goes, "I said I don't know. The other guys, I wasn't afraid. They were supposed to beat me.
Right.
So maybe that's another part of it, right? I didn't."
Hmm.
I didn't, I did my best, but I didn't, they weren't supposed to, I wasn't supposed to win, but I did. But I'm supposed to win, you know, and I was terrified. Um, so I think there's some of that in this, because of the rating stuff too online. You're like, well,
Maybe.
I'm 25 points higher than this guy. How's this guy getting, this guy's gonna beat me? Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah.
And when you have a chance maybe to win it, Um, I mean, I don't know about anybody else, but I'm just still like,
Yeah.
my hand shaking.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think that the psychology of, and I talk about this a lot, is I don't think fear is a good motivator.
No, not too much.
And I don't
It,
think that it's the fear of losing, is not going to help you win.
no. I mean, it can, but it's not the best way. Right.
I just don't, not a consistent kind of,
Mm-mm.
maybe against someone like I just said that is not as good as you, and you're like, come on, I can't let this guy beat me,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
But we see it all the time. We read about it, we hear about it in chess, right? That
Yeah.
this grandmaster lost, to an IM or to a whatever, a FIDE master or whatever, and
Right.
I mean it happens.
Yeah. They haven't lost to me yet, but I'm waiting. They can do that.
It'll happen.
I'll
It'll
be
happen.
I'll be okay.
So, so yeah,
So, you know what we need to do? We need to do some homework. Maybe we'll have a part two to this one. Try to figure out how to conquer the nerves.
right.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. What we should do is come on, Jesse. We need to get Jesse on with us,
Ah, there we go.
or a grandmaster, or someone like that that will,
Hmm.
share with us. How do you get over the? Do you have nerves, and how do you get over the
I
the
think I
nerves?
think they
Is
still
it,
have nerves. I just think they have nerves when it matters more. Like they wouldn't get worried about an online game. At least that's my impression.
no, no, right, right, because uh, it's not their Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, I guess.
But I'd love to hear Jesse talk about, especially as an adult improver, especially as a like a senior chess guy now, right? So he's playing the senior tournaments.
Hmm.
What is it like? Do you do you have pressure? Because I feel like the older you get, you should be more relaxed about these things.
Maybe. Yeah. See, I think the difference is we're playing in the tournaments, he's winning the tournaments. I think that's the difference.
That he's not nervous because he's winning them,
No, I'm
or
just saying, you said he's playing in the senior tournaments like we are. I said that I think the difference is he's winning the tournaments and we're just playing in the
oh
tournament.
yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah. But I'm wondering if that, does that make it? Because I wasn't nervous in that tournament. I thought I would be.
No, you did fine. I
Did
think to
even
be fair, I think having the two of us there maybe distracted you a little bit from it. Like I think it might have been different if you were by yourself.
maybe.
It didn't hurt.
Could be.
I had a good time.
No, yeah, no, it's much better to have people, your friends there for sure.
Yeah.
Um, you know, but yeah, I wasn't. I can say that I wasn't afraid to lose.
Well, I
You
think the
know,
the way the population was, it was very clear we were going to lose this gun, and had a chance at this one, but we were
right?
going to lose this one.
But there are a lot of people, though. I think that, well, whether it's sports or not, and I think this is another thing that might have to do with it might be connected to the nerves. And again, Noel Studer, I think, talks to this. Is that the more realistic you are about where you are, who you are, where you are, you know,
Hmm.
I think, like you said, okay, yeah, they're those were all those people there were for the most part, were much better. I knew that I was going to do my best.
Yep.
I tried my best. I
Give them a
wasn't
good
too
game.
concerned about winning or losing. I thought the two wins were just bonus,
Yeah.
I felt good about it. Okay, yeah. Again, won twice. That's great. Um, so yeah, I didn't, I think that maybe that's why nerves weren't a factor, but I'd be interested to see what other players feel. Like when I watched the guys on, these tournaments play,
Hmm.
I can, I think it's funny. I think the younger kids are nervous.
Could be.
And you
I
can
mean,
see,
I'm sure I would
I
be.
feel like, I mean, you're a 14-year-old and you're a grandmaster, and you're
Yeah.
playing
But you could be playing against your idol. You've been growing up since you were 12.
right. And you can tell, right, right. You can tell that they're a little, where a lot of others aren't. But then again, Sam Shanklin, watching him play, I mean, I felt like there was a lot of relief a few times.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so I'm thinking, okay, yeah, he was nervous at least, if not,
Yeah.
I don't know if he
I,
was
I,
worried, but
I mean, I can't imagine, getting to anywhere near that level. Let's just say master of some level, right?
right, right.
International, grandmaster, whatever. The first time you're playing like Magnus, you know, that's gotta be, you know, worse than what we do playing online against, schmo,
Right.
but I don't know. There's got to be a way to get around
Well,
this because it bothers me. Not
yeah.
that it bothers me like, oh my God, it's affecting my play. It bothers me that I guess it does bother me that it's affecting my play. It
Or
shouldn't be this way.
that it's a thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I should just be
Yeah.
playing. I mean, last time I checked, my mortgage has not been paid by any of my online games,
Not
thankfully,
yet.
because my mortgage would probably go
Yeah.
up if I had to pay versus the way I'm playing right now. But, you know,
Yeah. I think that is the question. What is it? It's not life or death. You
no.
came back to it because you enjoy it and you're
Yeah.
trying. Yeah. But I guess that in anybody that plays any kind of sport, anything that's competitive,
Yeah. Maybe it's
um,
the ELO thing.
maybe I don't know. I think we just want to do well.
Yeah. But when I'm racing cars, there's no ELO. And when I'm racing cars, I am never nervous. And I will compete and do the best I can and set a personal record or whatever. And I'm not nervous. Not nervous at all.
I wonder. Hmm.
Let's blame this guy ELO. It's his fault.
Hmm.
Let's blame that guy ELO. It's his fault.
It's his fault. Yeah,
That's,
he's ruining everything for us.
it is. Why
I'm
couldn't
just,
it
I
have just
just,
stayed with the Electric Light Orchestra and just been done? But no, no.
no. Well, how about okay, in driving, for example, in racing, sorry, in racing.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously there's a certain skill set that you need, and you got
Apparently
to
not
keep,
if I do it, but yes.
well, no, yeah, or you kill yourself, right? I mean, it
Yeah,
could be
there's that.
dangerous, right? You know what I mean?
Can't kill
But I
yourself on
guess
a
I'm
pond.
thinking, I'm right. Well, I'm wondering though, like, what is the limitation of learning that particular skill set to be good, just to be good, whatever that means in racing, compared to all that you have to learn in the skill set in chess, which has who knows how many possibilities
Yeah.
and variations, right?
Yeah. It's nearly
In
limitless.
playing, yeah, and where in racing there's this sense of, and you tell me because
Yeah. Not
I
your
only know
bag.
race. Yeah, I only know racing from like my brother-in-law, was big into NASCAR particularly. Um, it is about skill set, keeping control, right? But it's
Hmm.
about fast,
Yeah.
right?
But when you're
Whoever.
doing it well, it's not that physically, mentally, it's not that fast.
Okay,
You slow things
okay,
down.
okay. Yeah, that's the only thing. Yeah, well, I remember hearing that in the Tom Cruise movie.
Hmm.
You gotta slow your brain down.
Hmm.
Um, okay, yeah. So I don't know. Well, I think does have to do with the limitlessness of it. Is that you in racing, you've gotten to the level of comfort,
Yeah,
right?
that's true. When I first started,
Where you're
it was like drinking water from a fire hose. It was crazy.
right. So what happened was your learning and skill set
Yeah.
have come to match up, and I think for us in chess, especially starting over, that is not the case, and I think it's frustrating. I think it can be frustrating wondering, will it ever be? Whatever
True.
that level is, whatever,
True.
yeah, no illusions of grandeur of grandmaster or any kind of master, right?
Hmm.
But this idea that I keep saying this, I want to be, and I'm trying to make realistic, I want to be the best senior level because I'm not going to beat some grandmaster Indian kid who's 9 years old.
No.
Uh, but best senior level chess player that I can be.
Yeah. The best me. Yeah.
That's what, yeah, that's what I keep trying to say, and if that means more wins or whatever, um, that's good.
I don't
One
know.
other thing I want to say about the nerves, if I can,
I, let me.
is
I still have tape in this. We're good.
okay, good, very fun. Is it's interesting how when Nakamura Hikaru played those state tournaments, right?
Hmm.
To get his keep his rating, and he needed those games to
Number of games, yeah.
qualify for Canada. He had games. Every person, every person interviewed about playing him took it as the greatest thing.
I
Weren't
would.
nervous, no, privileged to play him. Weren't nervous. Weren't not no illusions of grandeur, and they just played their game. And some of them played really well
Yep.
for their level, or level not being up to
His level.
Hikaru's level.
Yeah.
Yeah, his level. And I think that's the attitude that we have to have all the time, and it's harder, which is, I think here's the OTB thing. It's much, I think it's much easier when you see the person, talk to the person, that you're playing, than it is when you don't know the person at all. You're
Could be.
online and, you know,
I mean, that could be part of
you
it, I
know,
guess. I don't know.
yeah,
Something to think about. I don't know.
sure.
It's one of those things we need to work on. Maybe there's an answer
I
out
do.
there.
Maybe I definitely have to work on it. I'd like to just relax and
Because it's
and
not
and
helping our
play.
game, right? I guess it all goes back to that. It's not helping us think better. It's not helping us solve a problem any better. It's not like I'm going to see more tactics because my right hand is, vibrating at, 300 hertz.
Yeah,
It's, I'm not like the Flash and I can't phase through a wall. I mean, it's not giving me anything that I don't have.
right.
So, you know, anyway. All right. Well, maybe we'll figure it out before the next episode. Who knows? Something
Maybe
tells me we won't,
no.
but we could
We
try.
are realists,
Yeah,
right?
somewhat, somewhat. Yeah,
And it's in the trying,
it's in
right?
there.
That's where
Something to work on. We'll add it. We'll add
yeah,
it to our list.
the very long list.
Long list, getting longer every day. Do you ever notice the farther we get into this chess journey, the bigger the list gets?
Yeah, the more things I have to do.
I know.
I'm like, wait,
I've learned all this
I'm like, I
stuff,
thought I
and the
just had to
list
learn.
got longer.
Yeah, chess is a hard game.
It is, and sometimes I make it even harder.
Wow, I do for sure. I mean, it's amazing how watching people play sometimes man, they look at it's effortless.
Yeah. Do you ever play those
Effortless.
games though? Like it's just like click, click, move, obvious, ding, 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 win.
Uh, I don't
Those
know. That's a good question.
I've had
A
a few.
couple games maybe,
Yeah.
a couple games, but a lot of my games that I win are there is a something I have to get out of.
Hmm.
You
Yeah,
know,
there's
you know,
struggle.
yeah, there's a little, and then when I do it and I can see it, and yeah, okay, it's good. But I don't think even against people lower, even though I won, it wasn't. I didn't know I was going to win,
Yeah. Yeah. It happens. Well, maybe we can get some
until
more in the future.
maybe.
Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Absolutely. Doctor, always fun. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for having me. I love being a guest co-host.
No worries. Very well. Have a good night.
You too.